Hey, what is up, guys? It is AFK Denver. How are y'all guys doing today? And today I have for y'all another absolute banger of a story. But before we get into today's story, guys, I would just like to mention the new merch drop. There'll be a link to it in the description. Check it out after y'all are done watching this video. And let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, I'm sure every single one of y'all has seen it. It's everywhere. Most devious licks. People are just hitting licks on schools for no reason. And guys, today I have for y'all a subscriber sent story about the one and the only, the biggest lick he ever pulled. And guys, this story takes place probably about a year ago, and like all the other subscriber sent stories, it is going to be told from their perspective. And this story, I was at one of my aunt's house because my parents were out of town. They were on vacation. So me and my siblings, we were at my aunt's house. And this was last year, like I said. So at the time, we were doing online school and didn't really have to go into the school building at all. So I was just stuck there all day. My grandma would go to work, she'd come home, I'd still be there type thing. And this day was a little bit different than the other days. Most days I'd finish up my schoolwork super fast and then just go ride skateboards in a parking lot near her house. Not this time. This time, I came up with a little bit of a scheme. I was like, oh, one of my old elementary school friends lives really close by. Let's go stop by, pay him a visit. And I text him, I'm like, hey, are you at your house? He's like, yes. I'm like, bet, I'm at my grandma's house. Meet me. So that's what happens. I start riding my skateboard towards his house. He starts driving towards me in the Tahoe. He picks me up, and then we ride back to his house. We hang out at his house for a little bit. We're just doing dumb stuff. Pretty sure, like, smoking a cigarette or something. I don't know. Dumb times. So we're just sitting at his house smoking cigarettes, and then his sister comes in there and he's like, hey, come do this. And you see, what happened is this guy. There was this one dude. For this story, we're gonna name him Kyle. And Kyle, we did not like Kyle. Kyle talked shit about one of our friends. We were scheming on how we're gonna get Kyle back. Now Kyle had recently just hit us up trying to buy some damn nicotine. Bro wanted a vape. So we're like, oh, okay. So guys, we hop in the car. We end up having to get his mom to drive us over there. She's in on the entire plan. And we're just sitting there. We pull up to the house. We see him run down the mile-long driveway. Guys, I swear this was the longest driveway ever. But he finally gets to the end of this driveway at his big-ass mansion. And he hands us a stack of cash, probably about $40, $50. And he's like, okay, go get me these 3 vapes. Honestly, don't even remember, because, like I said, it wasn't in the plan from the start to get him the vapes. So, we get the money, and then with a little bit of money I had, plus the little bit that we just took, we go up to the same store that he wanted us to go to, and I end up getting myself a little tiny curve hide, if y'all know what I'm talking about. And then after that, we're basically like, oh, okay, you know what? I really want to do something else. And I'm just like, oh, weed. So then we end up having to go to the store. We buy some wraps. We get some grape swishers. I'm pretty sure that's what we were smoking on that day. And we're sitting there, and we're rolling up. We end up having to go down to one of my other friends' house, buy some weed. We get about, I think it was 2 grams. I don't know, it was a tiny amount. I remember looking at the bag and I'm just like, damn, that is not what I'm used to seeing. But we have this tiny amount of weed, we roll it up, and then we go home. But before we went home, we had to stop by. We had the essentials. We had to go pick up our homie. So we get our homie in the car. And then they start telling me the story about how he tried to get nudes from the other dude's mom. I don't know, it was pretty random. But we get back to the house, and then when we get back to the house, we're just sitting there smoking on this swisher. And guys, let me tell you, shit, if that's how robbing people went all the time, I'd be robbing some more people. But, guys, don't steal from other people, it's not nice. And luckily the story does have a good ending. Nobody ended up getting in trouble at all. And the kid, he even wanted to apologize to me for me stealing his money. That's crazy. Yeah, he even tried sitting with me at lunch one day. I ended up just telling him no because I felt too bad to let him sit with me after I robbed him. But, guys, don't steal from people. It's not okay. Y'all are going to hell. And until the next video, I'll see y'all guys later. Hope y'all guys enjoyed. Hope I could entertain y'all for the few minutes that I did. And have a good night. Bye.